to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
My boobs are blind! Where are we going? Where are we going?
It's just a coincidence that you were talking about the Jack and Triumph show, and I'm here. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Hey man, this is Kevin Smith, the guy who makes all those unlistenable podcasts over at smodcast.com, and you're listening to the Two Strangers, One Podcast. This is podcasting.
I volunteer as tribute.
You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes or on the Stitcher app for Android devices. Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net. Now, here's Chris Cologne and Paul Pasquillo.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Paul.
And, my boobs are blind! Where are we going? Where are we going? Because, okay... And this
I don't know why you started this off like this.
One of the benefits of, thank you, we apologize for taking so long in between episodes. Unfortunately, I am still without internet. Hopefully that will change soon. But one of the benefits of doing a show live is that I bring my laptop over to Paul's house and I can show him all the ridiculous shit that I've downloaded on my computer. Now, not that I downloaded this to my computer, but, apparently remember the fappening that happened a couple months ago where they released all these, leaked videos from celebrities, they hacked celebrity cell phones and got all these videos. And there's the alleged Ariana Grande, but and people have tore that picture apart. They're like, no, that's her, which she has a red string around her wrist, and they put things in the background, here's when she took a selfie in her house. Here's the cat that's sitting in the background.
And it wasn't her.
Wasn't her?
I don't think it was. They never could prove that it was her.
Well, this video allegedly is Jennifer Lawrence, and and the reason that popped in my head is because we're recording this the night Hunger Games Part 2 comes out, and it's Jennifer Lawrence topless, and it's a video. She has to be drunk, because people are like, oh, she drinks a lot. I've heard people say that, but she's in her 20s and she's a freaking billionaire. Not billionaire, I'm just saying she makes good money.
Right.
She's in her 20s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course she can drink. You know what I'm saying? Leave J-Law alone. But I had cookie crumbs in my beard. So in the video,
I had to feed them, folks.
She's topless, and she has a nice set of tits. She really does. And she's like, my boobs are blind. Where are we? Because her nipples actually, they don't, they point, they're not straight ahead. They do look like cross-eyed. So it's, my boobs are blind. Where are we going? Because I couldn't send you that over Skype if we were recording this.
I'd be like, excuse me for a minute.
But, right. I gotta go, quote unquote, take a shit. You're not taking a shit. But like I was saying before, unfortunately, I'm still without internet. Hopefully that will change soon because they are still taking child support out of my paycheck. And
Welcome to fatherhood.
Yeah, no. Well, see, and it's not what the situation is that because the grandfather, my daughter's grandfather, had custody, and he had custody, now mind you, they changed the court, we went to court and changed this 2 months ago.
Right.
And I documented it on Stranger Vlogs and everything like that, now now the mother and I have shared custody, and they actually sent me a check, they were like, okay, we took this money out of your paycheck, here's your money back. They sent me one for $25, and I'm like, okay, that's all fine and great. But then I never got another one. I'm like, okay, they're taking the money out of my paycheck, but this is going to reconcile itself, and then, and I'll eventually get the money. They still haven't reconciled it. So I called the people, and so basically I have to go to court again to have, the change of order, the child support order changed or whatever. So I gotta go ask, the grandfather's already fucking giving me fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's already obviously he's had my daughter for fucking 2 years or whatever, or 3 years. And, I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm pretty sure he's tired. But I have to go to court again so I can get my fucking money. So it's going to be a nice little. Hopefully I don't have bills that back. Well, actually, I do have tons of bills backed up between AT&T and Time Warner.
They're going to soon be knocking on your door, going, Mr. Cologne. Mr. Cologne.
So as soon, don't get me wrong, the money's going to be gone as soon as I get it. But
is it Mr. Colin? I don't know.
Mr. Colin's not here. But, so I will be hopefully getting my internet back soon. My next paycheck, then we got holiday pay coming. Well, no, that's like another thing. So we're right around the corner from Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I really don't have anything to talk about Black Friday. I actually have Black Friday off since my job since we do have Thanksgiving counts as holiday hours, and heavens forbid they give us overtime.
Oh, you're open on Thanksgiving?
We're open on Thanksgiving. I'm actually closing. I'm like, since my whole family's
I'm closing at my
away.
place, but it's just like, you know.
But at least, I mean, you can kind of, I guess if you had the early part of the day with your family, like if they go, okay, from 5 on, because they make, obviously, because I think you had posted about that, like about the supermarkets, the department stores,
right?
Not bragging, that's not the right word. Letting people know that, we're closed on the holidays. But there's a lot of shit, like, what about the people that have to work in the football stadiums? They gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously.
Well, I mean, that's become part of kind of like the Thanksgiving Day tradition. Yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from with that, but, a lot more stores are now closing because they see that there's actually, we'll go into this a little bit. There's a study that says that people that are going for Black Friday shopping, if they were to, because the whole idea that why retailers are trying to do it sooner, because most retailers used to not do it until just a little bit after midnight on, Thanksgiving night, Friday morning. What they would do is they would say, okay, so we're going to open up early so that way we can make more money. Well, they've done a study, and the study actually shows that it's by opening early, they're making the exact same amount of money as if they closed until midnight. So what you're saying to me is you're still opening on Thanksgiving Day for no reason.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, first of all, that's a federal holiday, so you shouldn't be doing that. Second of all, and I've actually talked to people, and I found this out. The reason why a lot of these stores open up is because, for example, Best Buy. The only reason why Best Buy is open is because Walmart's open. Yeah. Same thing with Target. That's the only reason why. Like, so I'll give you another,
one spin.
Right. And I'll give you another example. Like, think about this. Sam's Club is part of the same company as Walmart. So what happens is they're actually going to be closed for Thanksgiving Day. But here's the kicker. So Sam's Club is like the big thing out of all those,
it's under the umbrella.
What would you call that? Like, cause like they're like bulk stores, like bulk stores, like where you can
box stores,
right. Where you can buy things in like huge amounts and whatnot. Yeah. So because they're closed, Costco's closed and BJ's is closed. Oh, okay. So you see what I'm talking about. So there's a pattern. So, for example, GameStop is closed, I believe, if I remember correctly. And the reason they're closed is because there's no real competition. I mean, yeah, okay, you can go to Toys R Us and get the video games. Yeah, you can go to Walmart and that. But, their feeling is, well, people are going to come to us for the experience. We're just not going to be open on Thanksgiving Day. And people will appreciate that. And a lot of people have actually said that they appreciate stores that don't open on Thanksgiving Day because, they see the value in their employees and the value to do that.
A chance to actually be with their families like fucking human beings.
Well, look at for example, like there's some McDonald's that are open, which is weird on Thanksgiving Day. And it is sad, but here's the even more.
Who the fuck is getting a fucking Big Mac on fucking
Well, no, I think it's just in the morning if I remember.
Afternoon. You're like 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day at a McDonald's.
It's
whoever
funny.
the fuck is in there is the saddest human being on the face of the earth.
Well, Dunkin' Donuts tries to do, like, when I worked for Dunkin' Donuts, that's what they tried to do, is they would open up early in the morning, thinking that people would be driving around to wherever, because I think, like, some of the, like, Wegmans and Tops and that, like, some of them are kind of open still a little bit, if I remember correctly.
I mean, okay, supermarkets, yes, I kind of get it because there are last-minute people, or even to the point of, we invited 20 people and 30 people showed up, so we need more supplies.
Right.
That I get. Even Dunkin' Donuts I get because people are going to get coffee. I mean, between Black Friday, workers or someone like, I'm going to get the whole family, I'm going to get 500 munchkins or whatever the fuck.
Well, look at...
I get Dunkin' Donuts, but fucking McDonald's? That's
I mean, they're not open all day. They're only open, I think, in the morning. Just like Dunkin' Donuts, just because, they're trying to get the morning people that are around and whatnot. But there again, like, you got Wendy's. Wendy's isn't open. I don't think Burger King's open. And I'm trying to think of what else was there. There's there's a couple other stores that aren't open, but it's just
where I work, and once again, I won't reveal where I work, and I don't know if I could kind of use that to segue into what I wanted to talk about also, but
you can.
Where I work, we're open, but we close at 5. So technically, if I had family in Rochester besides my daughter, I can actually go to the house but I mean, like this year, I'm not making a big deal. You know, the mother has custody on Thursdays. You know, that's our arrangement. So the mom has custody, so she can have Thanksgiving. We'll work something out for Christmas or whatever. So, I'm going to sit home. I'm going to go fucking buy, a turkey. I'm going to go buy the starter kit. I'll buy like a pack of turkey, Oscar Mayer turkey, and I'll be all right. And so, speaking of work, okay, so, people have been listening to the podcast, and, I've been bitching about this for the longest, me and my job. Now, hopefully, and I don't, knock on wood, and it's probably going to go right into the microphone. Knock on wood. I will be transferring in about 2 weeks. They said, now mind you, right before Thanksgiving, I asked my boss, I said, boss, please, I'm stressed the fuck out. I deal with the worst of people. I deal with shoplifters all day long. I deal with alcoholics all day long. I deal with panhandlers all day long. People trying to hustle. People returning stuff that they stole from another store. I deal with hustlers and scam artists. And I said, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm stressed the fuck out. Can I transfer? Now, mind you, 2 weeks before, it was a couple of days before Halloween. He goes, no, give me about 2 weeks. Then he goes, oh, what's your schedule look like on Thanksgiving? I was like, son of a bitch. You told me 2 weeks. 2 weeks on Halloween, Halloween and Thanksgiving are not fucking 2 weeks apart.
Right.
But, right now, they are bringing back one supervisor who left. When I first got there, he was a supervisor. They're bringing him back. They're promoting one of the cashiers. And so, hopefully, knock on wood. I already knocked on wood once, so I'll blow yours out again. They're going to be transferring me to a store in the suburbs, out of the city. And you would say, okay, that means you're going to be safe. Actually, and maybe, look, they say, things happen for a reason. Maybe, if there is a God, which I don't believe in, if there is a God, maybe he looked out for me. And because the store that I was going to transfer to got robbed. And of course, I'm not naming my employer because this guy actually robbed a couple of places. The human shit stain known as Randy Bellecci?
Sounds right. Yeah.
This human shit stain, a little fucking runt of a guy, and it's funny because when you see the video, when you see his mugshot, he's a little lumped up and people like to tell, oh, police brutality or whatever. Look, this asshole, whatever lumps he fucking got, he fucking deserved because, and once again, if you look up this guy, Bileschi, Randy Bellecci, this cocksucker, first and foremost, he robbed a couple of places. He was arrested the day after, he robbed one of the place I was going to transfer to. And, so when the cops finally caught up to him, he decided to give chase. Now, what do people think? Has anybody gotten away from the cops? Has anybody ever in the history of ever, especially in this day and age with fucking, cell phones and police helicopters and news helicopters, nobody gets away. Okay, nobody gets away from this shit.
Right.
And this genius decides to fucking he obviously must have known because one of the suburbs up here is called Greece. Driving through the town of Greece in the suburbs, we're fucking home, fucking Ozzie and Harriet part of fucking Greece, he
almost ran into a house too.
Yeah, he wasn't on the commercial streets. He's in a residential area, tearing shit up, driving up on lawns. He had like 3 or 4 police cars behind him. So whatever fucking lumps and this guy, in my opinion, should have been more fucking lumped up because he put so many fucking lives in danger. And of course, the officers, you're not supposed to use excessive force, whatever. This guy was a fucking piece of shit.
Dude, he had like 30, by the time he got into Greece, he had about 30 to 40 police vehicles following his ass. Like it was just like people were recording the shit on his phones. It was just amazing to see, and everybody, I'm just like, really, dude?
And it finally took a state trooper. Not that what it is. I think state troopers, because don't get me wrong, the town of Greece is a very well off department. I just think the state trooper, he got the go ahead, the state to use his vehicle as a blocking device because they were sitting on spike strips and they were blocking off cars so he wouldn't go into more crowded areas. But I think the state trooper was the one that got the go ahead from his supervisor and said, okay, block this cocksucker. Because it was one of the SUVs. They finally got him to kind of like T-bone a state trooper SUV. And not T-bone, that's not the right word, but for the lack of a better term, kind of, the state trooper used his vehicle to fucking finally stop this cocksucker. So, I'm good. I'm glad they caught this son of a bitch.
Well, at least now your store won't be robbed.
Yeah, it won't be robbed. And it's funny, you would think, okay, I'm leaving the ghetto, going into the fucking suburbs. Had I transferred 2 weeks earlier, I probably could have been in that store when they got robbed. Actually, probably not, because he robbed it during the day and I'm more of an afternoon guy. But still, hypothetically.
Maybe, it's really funny. Maybe that's why they're transferring you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's someone a little more intimidating or something. I'm not intimidating. Okay. So one thing, as we're recording this, I'm not going to release it the night we're recording it because I don't have internet. But I realized today's my nephew's birthday. My nephew turns 15. Now, mind you, I haven't spoken to my brother in about 8 years or something like that. So that means I haven't seen my nephew. In like longer than. My nephew, if my math is correct, and I could be wrong, my nephew turns 15. So, I mean, I don't know, I just want to put on the record that I love my nephew, even though I haven't seen him in like 8 years. I hope he's doing well. He's 15. It's a very, shaky age, when you're 15, that's when you start really, like, Yes, 15. A lot of people, fapping. People who lose their virginity at 15. It's part. You start getting facial hair and you start doing more adult things. And I wish
some girl looks at you and goes, "Hey, I'll have sex with you for $5." Okay.
Even if it's fucking some 40-year-old, I'll have sex with you for $5. But no, that, I don't want to think about my nephew, but I love him. I'm his godfather, but you know what it was? And it didn't even click. Like, I'm writing the date down at work and I'm like, oh shit, it's his birthday, and even though I haven't seen him since he was like, man, it's been longer than that, 7, 8, 9 years, whatever. I want to wish him a happy birthday. On the off chance, I just want it on record that I haven't seen him. It's not my fault I haven't seen him. Whatever his parents might have told him, But the truth is, the parents don't want me in his life, so c'est la vie. I haven't cut off like much of my other family. Okay, so this is this is a little bit of nerdy news, but not really. I really don't have much to talk about it, but I just want to talk about that they're going to release Jessica Jones on Netflix
right
soon. I want to say in the next 2 weeks or so. And I want to see it. And it kind of reminds me, because Jessica Jones, and I think they've already said there's going to be at least one cameo from Daredevil, and there's going to be cameos from a whole bunch of more the rumors are you might see Power Man, Luke Cage, you might see Iron Fist. Long story short, it reminds me of back when Daredevil was out, and this was just a couple of months ago. And it's funny because one of the more rising terms online has been Netflix and chill.
Right.
It means it's like you go and you watch Netflix with a girl or whatever, and one thing leads to another. You're not watching Netflix anymore. You're fooling around. And actually, that was what was kind of going on with the girl that I was seeing a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I was going to her house and we were watching Daredevil. Now, mind you, my only thing is that Daredevil was such a dark series, such a dark show that I could only watch about 2. I couldn't watch more than 2 episodes. After 2 episodes, that's it. I'm done. I'm depressed. Let's watch a comedy. Let's watch something funny to lighten the fucking mood. So I was kind of doing Netflix and chill before it was a thing. That really wasn't a thing, and I wasn't doing it on purpose. I wasn't saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna just sleep with this girl just because I want to watch Netflix."
You wanted the pipes clean.
But I was kind of doing the Netflix and chill before it was cool. Back in the day, we used to call it making a blockbuster night or whatever the case may be. You always kind of, you invite a girl over. Oh, yeah, I download this. I rented this movie or whatever. So now the funny thing is now Netflix, now with Jessica Jones, I'm going to have to start surfing. Especially if I don't have internet, I have to start surfing the web. And of course, there's websites I can find it. But I can find the shows if I really wanted to. But I gotta find a chick to Netflix and chill with for Jessica Jones.
Oh my god.
I want to give a shout out to Chris Mounts, loyal listener of the show, and he listens to a lot of podcasts. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, and I guess at his job, and that's what I love the idea of people listening to this podcast while at work when they're supposed to be doing things, when they're supposed to be doing important things, and they're not. They're just goofing off listening to the cat's down by my feet.
So cute.
So a shout out to Chris Mounts. And he says, you know, he thinks the show is cool. He goes, talk more about metal and why women are cray-cray. So talking about that chick from a couple months ago, cray-cray is probably the word I would use for her. Well, not really. I mean, she just didn't see the world the way I saw the world. So, and also he says more metal. One thing, right before this episode, when I got out of work, I downed myself an energy drink, and I was listening to Fear Factory's new album, Genexus? Genexus? So check it out. It's not as good as they came out with an album back in 1999. They had an album called Obsolete, which is my opinion is the best Fear Factory album ever. But if you, Chris or anybody else, anyone else listening, a really good fucking album is the newest Fear Factory album called Genexus? Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay. Moving on. So, the Ronda Rousey fight. I mean, we'll talk about Paris maybe in a little bit, you know. Let's talk about important things.
Wait, that's important? I didn't know.
The views of Chris Galoo, they're not necessarily.
They do not reflect the Tsunami Faithful podcast and the TsunamiFaithful.com.
I mean, because it's been a while. We would have, had we recorded last week, well, we would have recorded this probably before the Ronda Rousey fight and actually before the terrorist attack in Paris. But right now, let's just keep it light and let's talk about the Ronda Rousey fight. So, I mean, once again, these fights are so short that
it doesn't warrant paying how much. I think it's like what, $50 a pay-per-view.
People are just straight up, and I'm not promoting this, and it's not right, and it's just straight up illegal. But let me tell you, if I'm online and I'm on Facebook and someone goes, here's the 12-minute link to a fucking Ronda Rousey fight, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know,
right.
I don't. The person who posted it is the person breaking the fucking law. You know, the person who posted Jennifer Lawrence's tits going, we're blind. Where are we going? So
this is gonna be a fucking theme. I can see it now. Oh my god.
My point is so there's someone posts a link online. I'm gonna fucking click and I'm gonna watch it. Now,
let's put it this way. I think she's rethinking her career right now.
I mean, it wasn't a fight. I mean,
well, if you've seen any of her fights, like the last one before this one, she knocked that girl out. Like within 3 seconds, the fight was over.
Because I mean, you know, and I was watching, you know, to paraphrase a video, I was watching her right before we started recording. She's a ground fighter, and she was an Olympian. Her mother was a ground fighter. You know, she's been trained since out of the fucking womb to fucking take people down. But this wasn't a fight. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, a good strategy in fight is don't get hit. You know,
that's what Money Mayweather does.
You know, don't get hit. And this Holly Holm, you know, this relatively unknown person.
Well, I think the media made her out to be relatively unknown because she was a former boxing champion or something like that. I'd have to research her more, but
yeah, she was a kickboxing champion and a boxing champion.
So it's like, first of all, why are you knocking this woman that's obviously been a champion before?
Well, no, I'm not knocking her. Okay.
No, I was not. No, Ronda was knocking her, like saying, "Oh, I could beat you," and blah 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 blah.
I think it's a psychological game.
Yeah, I think
Ronda,
it is.
And the same reason Ronda didn't fucking touch gloves in the beginning of the fight, you know, the same reason they started beefing at the weigh-in. I think she is trying to play the intimidation game. You know, Ronda's very, very confident, and you know, part of it is confidence, part of it is also psychological. You want to get into the person's head,
right?
Like, no, I will fucking destroy you, and you know, and you're gonna knock any accomplishment. You know, whatever.
It has worked.
Wait till you meet me in the ring, then we'll talk about it. So, but I don't know. I was disappointed in the fight. A free link that I clicked online because the fucking chick. Okay. And once again, is it a winning strategy? Yes, it's a winning strategy. Keep moving. Don't get hit. Keep moving. Don't get hit. And that's what she did. I mean, that's how she trains. Kickboxers probably train that way. If you watch the fight, if you watch it like in fast motion, you'd see that she's like circling the ring. Ronda's like in the middle trying to, and it's funny because even in the interview, was she talking to Jimmy Fallon? I forgot who she was talking to.
This was before the fight, though.
Before the fight, she had said that she knew the strategy was going to happen. She said she's going to keep moving and maybe try to kick me in the fucking head. That's she didn't say it like that, but she had basically said go for a head strike, head kick, or whatever, which is exactly what fucking happened. But as a fan, as a person like sitting there trying to get excited about the fight, I wasn't, only because I don't want to see someone dance around the fucking ring for 5 minutes, 12 minutes, or whatever, and the other person trying to hit, because, you know, had she gotten in Ronda Rousey's zone, she would have gotten her ass handed to her. So, you know, I want to say, you know, like I said, winning strategies don't equal good boxing. They're not entertaining. It's the same thing like baseball. Same thing like I said about the World Series when the guy kept striking people out. Like,
yeah,
you know,
but you gotta,
pitcher strikes everyone out, but that's a boring baseball game. So
yeah, but you have to understand though, a win is a win, and she didn't cheat. She did what she was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. But I think because if you've noticed, like, you haven't seen this. What was her name? Beth or something. That won the fight. See, that's the problem.
Oh no, Holly Holm?
Holly Holmes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the problem. Like, nobody knows who she is. And UFC is sitting there doing this right now, going, how the fuck are we supposed to promote this woman? Yeah. Like, because you gotta understand something. Before Ronda came around, like, that division wasn't really that popular. It wasn't like, people wouldn't go to the UFC pay-per-view just to see this.
Yeah.
You know, now...
It definitely wasn't a main event.
Right. And now, like, it is a main event, and you're sitting there going... what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Because nobody cares about Holly. No offense to her, but fuck her. Nobody cares about you.
Yeah.
Like, you got lucky. You got extremely lucky. Now, I'm not going to say that you weren't good at what you do, because you were 2 or 3 times of a champion in kickboxing and in boxing. I mean, if that's the truth, then guess what? You know, Ronda should have been a little bit more prepared for you, and she should have prepared that you were going to do certain shit. But at the same time, you know, you're not going to... I don't feel like this woman is going to be a champion for a long time.
I mean, there's obviously the big money rematch. They're going to milk at least 2 more fights out of this, because...
No, it's going to be 1 more fight, because I can tell you right now, if... You know, first of all, they're already predicting that Ronda's not going to win this fight. But number 2, like, they've also said that it might be better for Ronda just to be like, I'm not going to do a rematch. I'm going to go and, you know, do WWE or do, whatever movie or whatnot.
And we were kind of, once again, that could go right into what we were kind of talking about before the episode. What if, and I can't see Ronda saying she's not going to do another fight. I can't see her saying no, but let's just say, okay, let's paint that scenario. She gets her ass handed to her again, you know, and you know, and don't.
Well, she's not gonna.
She got her ass handed to her. She got knocked. She did. And you know what? Also, Ronda didn't look in her top form.
No. There was something off about her too.
She was so confident that she probably didn't train as hard as she should have.
Right.
And once again, this is coming from a guy who's 300 fucking plus pounds. You know, I sit all day.
No, I mean, I feel you on that.
I don't get paid to fucking knock people out of the ring.
And I feel you on that. I think that she didn't. I don't think she was ready for it.
She didn't look in her top form. So. With that being said, okay, let's just say, okay, she gets her ass handed to her. Is there a career in WWE? I mean, of course, not that that's
There's a career. Honestly, right now, I can tell you right now, this is what, look, I've been watching WWE for years, okay? Mm-hmm. I watch it on and off like most big fans do, because we all have that thing where we're like, oh yeah, this is great, and then we look at it and we're like, what the fuck is this? I ain't watching this bullshit. But think about this, like,
and
Ronda,
personality.
Right, and Ronda's one of those, I mean, they set it up at WrestleMania last year. Mm-hmm. Like, this is, you know, they have, I guarantee you, like, if this is Vince McMahon, nobody can really see this because we're recording an audio podcast, but if this was like the piece of paper right here, like the contract, it's sitting right on Vince McMahon's desk, and he's just doing this. just let me know, Rhonda, just here's my phone. Yeah. Here's my phone number. Just call me when you're ready.
Go to your manager.
Exactly. Just tell me when you're ready. Well, you can call me. We'll break your UFC contract. You can come over to WWE. We'll be all set. And you know what? She's going to be a fucking WWE champion for a long time.
Well, okay. Now, okay, you said UFC contract. And now, right now, and according to the, I want to say, the website was HollywoodLife.com, but there was also a link to another video, link on USA Today. But, what I read, and I could be wrong, what I believed I read said, and we'll get to there's a whole kind of link here to steroids, but I'm not talking about that right now. They had said that, Ronda has been put on not 6 month suspension, that's not the right word, but they basically said she can't fight for another 6 months.
Well, she can't because of concussion.
Because she got hit so fucking hard in the head that they're gonna hold out for about 6 months just to see how things going. She could easily easily go and fake fight in the WWE.
Well, the problem is
they would have to.
Right. And see, that's the thing. Like, they were trying to set up a fight for the next WrestleMania, which is next year, I believe March or April.
No, WrestleMania is always at the end of June.
No. It's March or April.
Oh, it's March?
Yeah, March.
Oh,
it's usually at the end of March, early April. But that being said, like, the thing is they were trying to get this to happen. And, I can't think, Dana something is his name? The guy that's in charge of, UFC, the president.
Oh, yeah. Dana White?
Yeah, Dana White. Like, he's like, nope, not happening.
Yeah, he's not gonna risk it. But I mean, I'm just saying is technically, hypothetically, in a world where fucking Sony fucking shares Spider-Man with Marvel, let's just say Dana White wakes up and, North Korea hacks the UFC.
Well, he's right now he's looking at the contract and going, what the fuck do I do with this?
So she can fake fight. And don't get me wrong, of course. When I say fake fight, I'm not saying that I totally understand that WWE is a real sport and people can get really fucking hurt. I'm just talking about, training, having her, even if it's a fucking 2-minute fucking bullshit match with whoever the Diva champion is now, where someone else comes and interferes and then that becomes the next rivalry, Ronda Rousey versus whoever, then someone else, another Diva comes in, interferes with the match, and then boom, that goes into, then again, I've been watching wrestling for too long, so, there's always some sort of bullshit sketch. So, we'll get back to the second part of this after we get back from the commercial. We'll be back with more dick and fart jokes.
I hope.
This episode of Two Strangers, One Podcast is brought to you by Comics Etc. 1115 East Main and North Goodman at the Hungerford Building, door number 8. Find out more information at comicsetc.biz or like them on Facebook at facebook.com/comicsetc1.
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. You can leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
And we're back. Okay, so where we kind of left off, and this can go into the nerdy news, talking about Ronda Rousey, is what if she gets her ass handed to her, and we're back.
Again.
Her ass handed to her again. What if this starts her movie career? What if this gives us Captain Marvel? I mean, people were submitting pictures online, doing photoshops, even like, TMZ interviewed fucking Kevin Smith, like, they called him at the airport, like, what do you feel about Ronda Rousey being Captain Marvel? And he goes, I'm all for it. So I mean, she's in incredible shape. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, if Marvel
honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, she should take advantage of any opportunity that she can right now because of, what's going on. And again, like, it depends on what the UFC contract says. Because you got to understand something. She's getting paid a lot of money to do what she does. Mm-hmm. So if she breaches that contract in any way, fashion, or form, bye-bye money.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Okay, fine. If she goes to WWE, damn well they're going to pay her top dollar. Mm. But that being said, like, it's still UFC, and honestly, I mean, you may see her, I mean, there's nothing that says that WWE can't go and interview her and talk to her about this shit.
Or do like what they did at WrestleMania, have her just be a personality. But I mean, I'm talking about more like, let's just say she loses the second fight. I mean, starting a movie career. I mean,
well, okay, I think
she had that small bit in fucking like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, but I have to agree with people that I think that if she does try to do the rematch, which it probably will happen, but if she does do the rematch, it's just going to hurt her career, all of her career. I mean, yes, she is a popular person and she'll recover. And as long as she goes somewhere like WWE where she can get the exposure that she needs, you know, I think she'll build it back up. But if she goes and she does this rematch and she doesn't win, it's going to hurt her in a little bit initially. And, you know, I honestly think that if she has the opportunity to go do that movie or to go to WWE or whatnot, that she should consider taking those while she has this time off. Because, you know, you never know. Like, this could be your time to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. You know, I don't know, because the nerdy part of me wants her to go and do Captain Marvel. Part of me, not that I want her to lose, but, you know, kind of like the way, I mean, The Rock was always a charismatic guy, but, you know, the guy has a fucking career, you know, he looks at wrestling like a joke. I mean, he does wrestling as a fucking, like, he's paying respect to how he got his fame. Don't get me wrong.
Well, what you gotta understand is, like, for example, they just put up on the, all these, cause there's a site called Raja.com that I usually use to get information, and to be honest with you, they're pretty good at getting things right. One of the things that they said was like they wanted to have The Rock wrestle at this WrestleMania coming up next year, but the problem that they're running into is the one movie, whatever movie he's recording, because God knows he's recording like shitloads of movies. You know, and I gotta tell you something, this man is a fucking genius. Like, he, honestly, like, whatever he did when he saw that, he could be an actor, like, this man is a genius, and he should be fucking congratulated in every fashion, way, or form. I like the man. But, that being said, enough sucking up to The Rock. You need to do an interview with me, you motherfucker. But, no, please do an interview with me, please. Anyways.
And you said they already released a trailer for Central Intelligence?
Yeah, it's out there. You guys gotta see it. It's hilarious. But anyways, like, you gotta, like, for him, he's not gonna wrestle next year, apparently, because he can't find anybody that will insure him for if he gets injured. So it's like, so because of the movie, whatever movie it is, and they didn't really specify which movie it was, but if he violates that, he loses money off of that contract. Now, again, this guy's a multi-billionaire by now. So, I mean, losing one movie I don't think is gonna hurt you, but at the same time, you have a kid coming, you know, whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
It looks like, I mean, yeah, it makes you look like you're not a team player. But I mean, a movie studio, I would so fucking just tie in.
I don't
give a fuck, whatever movie, he could be filming a fucking movie about anything.
Right. Well,
say,
I think the best example to use is Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was obviously with UFC for a while. His contract came up. He got injured. Remember, he got injured, and you know, he came back to health, and he was a lot better. And he had to decide, what do I want to do? Do I want to go back to UFC and put myself through all this bullshit, or do I want to go to WWE where I'm relatively doing pretty much nothing?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say fake fighting. And when I say fake fighting, once again, I'm not downplaying any bit of what these fantastic,
and you know, and that's
I forgot, sports entertainers. You know,
they are sports entertainers, but they're also athletes.
They're athletes. That's the word. I mean,
look at
the word athlete. They do incredible work, but I mean, at least like when you're getting fucking kicked in the head, you know you're going to get kicked in the head. Right. You can prepare to get kicked in the head, and you can also plan to land when you hit the ground.
Well, look at
when you get kicked in the head.
Oh God, I'm trying to think. Like, well, look at ESPN. ESPN is finally doing a segment on WWE once a week. So I mean, obviously they're acknowledging now that these athletes pretty much are athletes, because it does take an athlete to do the moves that some of these people do. Absolutely. It does take an athlete to, even though things are choreographed out, to perform that night after night after night after night and not get injured. I mean, several of these wrestlers get injured and they have to go through tons and tons of surgery. Look at, oh God, what is his name? I'm trying to think. Seth Rollins, he wasn't even at a live show. He was at a house show that wasn't being recorded, and he went to go a move that he does every single night, and boom, did something to his knee, and now he's out for 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a legitimate athletic thing that happens here, folks. And while it is choreographed and there is a storyline to it, at the end of the day, they still have to perform like athletes.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, like I said, I'm not downplaying anything, but I mean, like I said, at least when you're fighting, you can, you plan ahead, you can, and once again, you take, a lot of, UFC guys, Ken Shamrock,
right.
Or even wrestling, like Kurt Angle, or USA, medal winning, I know there's a couple more, but the two that come to mind, right up immediately to mind, are Ken Shamrock and Kurt Angle. I mean, these are guys, and of course Brock Lesnar, guys who have done quote unquote real wrestling.
Right.
And sports entertainment. So, I mean, Ronda Rousey, it would...
And here's another thing too about Ronda Rousey too. The WWE is in desperate need of people that, like in the 90s where they had like several huge wrestlers. The Rock, Mick Foley, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the list goes on.
Gimmicks.
And they have a problem with that now. So, I mean, why not, if you can get Ronda Rousey, it's like, hello, call my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you right now.
Yeah, because you have an automatic, because if they said right now, next week on Raw, Ronda Rousey, whether she's wrestling or not, people are gonna fucking tune in.
People are gonna buy the WWE network to get it.
I might find a way to fucking tune in if I can.
And you got people like to move away a little bit from her, you got people down at NXT. Some people buy the network right now just to see NXT. And that's something that WWE has to consider one of these days, because I understand that they have it on the network and that's a draw for people, so that way they go to the network because you can only see it there. Mm-hmm. But you just are going to move WWE SmackDown to USA starting in January. Like, so you have Raw on USA, you have SmackDown on USA, which it should have been years and years of fucking go.
Yeah.
Instead of putting it on
Sci-Fi
butt fuck channel, whatever. Like, I never understood that. But, so you put those two on, but then you're not putting NXT on Wednesdays live? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you understand, Chris, like how much money that could make WWE right now? Mm-hmm. How much ratings that would do? I mean, I think they're scared that may actually do better ratings than Raw or even SmackDown. But you know what? At the end of the day, when those wrestlers move up to Raw, you win.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that it's also a long-term plan, because you're getting them. You watch NXT with the knowledge that these are the up and comers.
Right.
Well, shit. If you secure these guys now, you're securing ratings 5 years from now.
Oh yeah,
you're
exactly.
Securing ratings 10 years from now.
Look at oh god, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens just got moved up to Raw. Mm-hmm. Like, wonderful. He's doing a wonderful job. They like what he's doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's becoming a key player, and he will be a key player in years to come. But there again, you're not going to get those wrestlers because, you got, I think one thing that WWE doesn't, think about is that back in the 90s, they could stretch out what they could do. They could be raunchy. They could do anything like that. Mm-hmm. That brought ratings. Now you can't do that. Now you decided to go into a kid direction. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Now you got to find people like a John Cena to bring up and do that, because guess what? There's nobody like John Cena anymore. You need to find somebody. There's a couple people that they put in, like Cesaro and all that. I know we're going into WWE right now, but it's something that looking at the whole picture, this is what, coming back to Ronda Rousey, this is like what you need to do. Like, this is UFC's problem now. How are you going to make this division good if she doesn't win a rematch? You know what I mean? This is going to be really bad. This is going to be as bad as WWE can be sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I look at the rating. I don't look at ratings. I look at how people respond on their polls on Facebook. And a lot of the time lately, they've been doing really well. Mm-hmm. They didn't do well after that one pay-per-view that we were talking about on the podcast. I think SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's been really good. I mean, you at one hand you got ratings, but on the other hand, if you're doing the right thing and you're doing these matches the right way, you're doing something right. So to not have Ronda Rousey in anything at this moment in time is going to be bad. And you know what? She's going to take a couple months anyways to just be like, I need to stay out of the spotlight. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's sitting in her house just watching TV right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to go out in the fucking. Because I think if I remember correctly, I heard that she went to go get on a plane and the paparazzi was just fucking hounding her, and she put up like a pillow or something over her face. But it's just, leave the woman alone. Let her fucking relax for a couple months. She'll come out. She'll do her fucking interviews. Say, you know what? I wasn't prepared. I fucking took advantage of this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put everything into this fight. And if I come out still a loser, at least I know. If she does that and she still loses, I guarantee you that she's gonna come out on top, and she might be a Captain Marvel, or she might be in the WWE. I see her coming to the WWE. I think that is right now like a God-given deal. Like I'm saying, like I joke about it, but I guarantee you, Vince has certain people out there that he's looking at, and he says that he has contracts ready for them to go. Ronda Rousey is one of those contracts ready to go. I know Triple H is behind that. I know Stephanie McMahon, his daughter, is probably behind that. There's no way that they wouldn't try to pick this woman up.
I want her movie. I want her movie to career. Now let me just, and it's funny. This clicked in my head. It's sort of. I'm not gonna lie. A teeny tiny bit of it is inspired by the Weekly Planet podcast. But okay, now. Next week, Creed releases. This is the nerdy news. Next week, Creed releases, which I guess that definitely fits in nerdy news only because, Michael B. Jordan was in the Fantastic Four. He was in Chronicle. It looks fucking fantastic. Mm-hmm. Sylvester Stallone is they said Sylvester Stallone now is the same age Burgess Meredith was in the first Rocky, right? 77 or whatever, 1880, whatever fucking year it was, where, being as Burgess Meredith is, Mick character. And so, okay, now they're releasing Creed. Now I think once again, what they said that there are already plans for 2 more movies.
Well, they're going to see how this does.
As of right now.
They're going to see how this does.
I think it's going to do fucking fantastic.
Well, I know I read, ComingSoon.net got an early screening of it. Mm-hmm. I read their review. They gave it an 8.5. They said it's basically, while it does it does bring in the other movies, it doesn't do it so much that it takes away from this. Mm-hmm. And it also, this is its own movie. Like,
it's Rocky for a new generation,
right,
for lack of a better term. Now, that being said, this has kind of opened the door where they can kind of expand on other characters in the universe. Now, what if, just follow me here for a second. What if there was a movie based or related to the Drago character?
Well,
what if Ronda Rousey played the daughter of Ivan Drago?
Yeah, I know.
That would be, of course I wanted to play Captain Marvel, but imagine if they did a Drago movie or a Drago.
I think what would be a good idea.
Incorporated him because Drago was the guy that killed Apollo.
They should bring in, if this movie does well, I think and I know this is going to sound stupid, but Floyd Mayweather Jr., I think that would be an interesting thing to bring in. Like maybe name him a different character like they did with Mr. T. Do something like that.
Well, I can see them giving us a Floyd Mayweather-like character.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Floyd Mayweather is an asshole. I wouldn't want to work with him. But give us a pompous guy that's throwing money around.
I honestly think that Floyd, because see, there's you gotta understand something. I think people play a character in real life and behind closed doors are a different person. I think Floyd Money Mayweather is in a public. And to certain people, he's a complete and utter fucking asshole. But behind closed doors, he's like, all right, what do you need?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to ask you for money. No. I didn't say that. What do you need? Dude, I need like $1,000. I'm fucking dying over here. All right, here's $1,000. Now get the fuck out of my face. Like, I see him being like the nice guy that you don't know is a nice guy.
Yeah, possibly. I'm just saying, if I was making a movie, I would probably want, the character is interesting enough to do a version of, I don't know, well, what if he can't act? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying I would love for them to do a Drago because, and once again, I haven't seen the movie. I haven't read anything. I'm not spoiling anything because I have no knowledge. But let's also remember that Drago was the guy that killed
I think that we will see. I think we will see something, but I don't think you'll see like a Ronda Rousey. I think what you'll see is some obviously man that's his child,
Drago Jr. Or something
right, and that's how he gets revenge. And instead of him instead of like this kid like knocking out and hurting somebody, like pretty much, Apollo Creed's kid almost kills this kid, and he realizes that he needs to, based on that, he realizes that he needs to center himself,
not let his temper get the best of him.
Right, and because it obviously that story's written. That's going to be a written story, obviously.
Yeah. And once again, I haven't read it anywhere. I'm not spoiling anything because that's just something that clicked in my mind. I think it's kind of it's sort of an obvious way to go. And these movies aren't as great as these movies are. They're not exactly it's not Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, speaking of Shakespeare, the show Bastard Executioner, which was on the FX network, Kurt Sutter, the guy who gave us Sons of Anarchy, he's canceled. I think he's like, I think, you know, him and Fox kind of came to an arrangement, and he put out like a whole one-page ad saying, you know, he basically says, you know, I'm canceling the show, I'm not doing it anymore. You know, it was, you know, because quite frankly, this Bastard Executioner was trying to be Sons of Anarchy meets Game of Thrones. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, as much as it's basically, you know, him going to FX and saying, you know, let's do a Game of Thrones like show, since, you know, people who don't have HBO, let's do a medieval show and let's do it like Sons of Anarchy. Right. Now, mind you, I only saw one episode. You know, and mind you, I love Sons of Anarchy. I've seen every episode of Sons of Anarchy. Once again, not having cable, but like I watched one episode and I was kind of like, I didn't care to see any more. So, I mean, I didn't give it the shot I should have, but obviously the rest of the world felt that way. Because that's what he said. He goes, the pilot wasn't received well. You know, and of course, most shows are fucking based on the pilot. You know, he got this whole series based on Sons of Anarchy. You know, whether, you know, and he said, he goes, I got this because Sons of Anarchy was such a success. You know, probably came out in the wrong market. You know, wasn't received well. Right. You know, and he basically, you know, he's like, look, you know, I fucked up.
It is what it is. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it moving. So, you know, I'll now don't be wrong, Kurt Sutter's an asshole. He really is. But I mean, I'll give him his credit that he's basically said, you know, I'll back out and
let them do something with it if they want to.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if we're ever going to get to the Paris attacks. I kind of want to talk about it just for a second, but let's stick on the nerd news just for more minutes.
Let's do that, and then we'll talk about Paris, because I have a little bit, and then we'll end with that.
Okay, so the Afro Samurai, once again, kind of somewhat related to the show. You know, we interviewed Eric Calderon, who is the producer of the cartoon Afro Samurai, and the night we're recording this, it's on Facebook that basically it was available on the PlayStation Network. in the same vein as the Bastard Executioner. It was so bad, badly received that not only did they cancel it, they refunded everybody their money. And you know, I don't know if it's back to the drawing board or what, but you know, so Afro Samurai, once again, not really linked to the show in the full way, but enough where, you know, they said, you know, nope, not going to happen. You know, start from the drawing board, which you would think, you know, an anime, Japanese cartoon, you know, I mean, it had so much potential, but, you know, once again, games are really fucking rushed, you know, and
this is true.
You know, shit, you know, I was watching a video online where they were saying, like right now, one of the games that I want to play so badly is Fallout 4, and you get the disc, and it's the blue, you know, well, at least for the PlayStation 4, they said the disc itself only has 5 gigs of information.
Right.
But if you want the full game, now mind you, they haven't released all the expansion pack. You know, they haven't even released the one expansion pack yet.
Right.
30 gigs for the full game.
Jesus.
And
Christ.
that's before any expansion pack. And for PC owners, they're releasing a patch next week. You know what I'm saying? Like these developers, no, don't get me wrong. Fallout 4 is a great game, and Bethesda does a good job of putting out great fucking games. But it's disgusting that a game that is 35 gigs, they give you 5 gigs on the disc, and somehow you got to fucking go somewhere and download 30 gigs.
Yeah, it sucks.
And heavens forbid you have a meter. Heavens forbid that, you know, you have data that you have to pay for, you know, by the gig or whatever, you know, because you're fucked. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Not me, of course. Well, I mean, you know, last week, once again, we didn't record last week, but even if we did our usual schedule, we wouldn't have caught this in time. So we would have been talking about it on this episode anyway. The horrible, and you know, I had made a joke earlier, and of course, if you were offended by that, I apologize. I wasn't meaning to downplay anybody's connection. And of course, you know, anybody who listens to the show knows, you know, I've said this several times, you know, I lived in Manhattan during 9/11. I was 3 miles away from where the towers fell. You know, I had fucking, you know, debris and paperwork blowing through my neighborhood. You know, I've driven across, you know, the Brooklyn Bridge back when police were blocking off the bridges, and you know, and at the time I was a correction officer, so I was, you know, I had to show my shield so I could cross the fucking bridge so I can go to work, and boy. And you know, you got Ground Zero in the background. You know, like I'm driving my car across Brooklyn Bridge, where I'm the only car on the fucking bridge. It's 2:00 in the afternoon, and I could see the fucking burning, the cloud of burning debris. You know, the smoke that is left ground. It was still burning a month later. You know, and I definitely and I made a tasteless joke earlier about Paris, and I truly didn't mean it. But these guys, now it's weird because just a couple of months ago there was the Charlie Hebdo attacks, the Je suis Charlie, where the magazine put out a picture of Muhammad. Everyone got bent out of shape, and they attacked. And this seems to be like part 2. This is like, okay. Now, the shit that scares me, and it's starting to set a precedent, is that now they're doing the layered attacks. They're doing like, okay, well, this is going to happen over here, that's going to happen over there.
Like, for example...
They're like coordinating the chaos.
Right, so there's several... There was on Friday the 13th, the biggest attack obviously was in Paris, but there were several different attacks over in that part of the world. There was something in Africa. What else was there? There was a couple others, like I can't think of off the top of my head, but these terrorists pretty much just went out and just went on a shooting spree. There was something today in, oh god, I can't think of the name of the country, where 21 people were killed. I think that includes terrorists. There's also, and I'm trying to think here, it looks like, and I don't know if this was from today, but 147 dead in a school attack in Kenya.
Oh shit.
I think this might have been a different date, but I'm not exactly sure. But, you're getting all these people that, are just trying to stir up a bunch of crap. And here's the thing, like, they're threatening to attack Washington, D.C. They're threatening to attack New York City. They're threatening to attack, other New York cities. One of them's not Rochester, by the way. Just to put that out there. But it's to the point where, me personally, I'm like, you're not going to come over here. We have too many people already in place to make sure that you're not going to do shit. That's number one. Number two, you're going to go after other targets like that hotel today where 21 people were killed, and you're going to try to cause problems. But here's the problem. France is pissed at you now.
Yeah.
They're going to shove a goddamn fucking nuke up you if you keep your shit up. And, as much as we probably would stop them from, doing anything, we're not going to, we may not stop them. I'm sure they won't use a nuke, but if they find out where somebody is, that's what blows my mind is that, a couple days later, you hear strikes on ISIS headquarters. They're taking the guy out, they're, and what kills me is that they had probably a poor choice of words, but what blows my mind is, another poor choice of words. what I don't understand, what I find hard to understand is that, and once again, it shows that, there is intelligence out there. And unfortunately, we can't act. It's sad that they knew where the fuck these guys were. You know what I'm saying? In less than a week, we already killed the mastermind. Well, we found out. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, people know who these people are, and they're like, no, fuck that. Here's where they are. Go get them. And, I think it's more or less because of sticker shock. They didn't think, it's like you go to a bar and somebody sits there and bitches about their day, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go in and shoot my boss up or something. Just because they're all fucking drunk and whatever. And you don't think nothing of it. People do that all the time. Oh, I fucking hate him. I would punch him in his face. You don't think that he's actually gonna walk in the next day and punch your boss in the face. I think some of these people were like, yeah, I know where he lives. Go get him. Why are you cooperating so much? Because I didn't think when he said that he was gonna go bomb this place that he was actually gonna go and bomb this place.
And it's just, I just wish they would take a more proactive stance. And, and it's kind of a gray area because I don't want to say, okay, make it a fucking police state, but I also said, if we know where those guys are here, what they said, I think in Paris, like the next day or 2 days later, they had like 150 raids.
Well, I don't think they knew. Well, see, here's the thing. Like here, it's so much easier for us because what we do is we set these idiots up. We set these idiots up. And what we do is not only do we set these idiots up, but we make it so that way they go and they try to buy a bunch of weapons, blah, blah, blah. It happened here in Rochester with that one dude. We set them up, we get them we get them doing what they're going to do, and then they're done. They're all set. They're just before they're going to use these fake guns that don't work. Like all of a sudden we sweep in and get them because we know them. Now, do we have the occasional person that goes and does the Boston bombing? Yes. Do we have the occasional person that goes to that one guy that tried to shoot up a bunch of soldiers? I believe it was down in Texas or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's going to happen. But the problem is that we have a lot of intelligence on a lot of these people. And you know what? We've probably saved a lot of lives because of the intelligence that we have here. And so, you know, if, first of all, and I've always said this, why would a terrorist come here when we're terrorizing ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, why would a terrorist go into the city of Rochester and set off a bomb? What does that give them? Nothing. Because there's fucking idiots from the city that are running around shooting each other every fucking day. They're sitting there, they're sitting there watching, like, if they look at Rochester News, they're sitting there watching going, look at these dumb fucks. Like, they're not gonna target, like, Chicago. You know why Chicago hasn't been targeted? You wanna know why nothing's blown up in Chicago? They're the number one highest crime, highest death toll in the nation. What more do they need to do? What the fuck more do they need to do? They don't need to do shit. All they need to do is watch us shoot each other up.
Well, that's a cut you off. One of on the news, when the Paris attack, there was a couple from Rochester that were honeymooning in Paris, France. And they had said they had heard the shots from the hotel room.
Right.
And they said, well, we come from Rochester. People shoot each other every day. It was only because their family started texting them and said, are you okay? Are you okay? That they realized that it was a terrorist attack. Because they had heard gunshots. And since they come from Rochester, oh, people getting shot. Oh, that's nothing. You know, they were only made aware of the terrorist attack because their whole family started saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Now, let me just talk about this real quick. One of the key events was when the venue got shot up. It was for this band called the Eagles of Death Metal, and basically a bunch of guys kind of
that's where a lot of the people died.
You know, they bum rushed a stadium. You know, they came in strapped, guns and everything like that. Walked into a darkened room because it was, you know, the band was playing or whatever, and just started shooting. You know, and I could only imagine the kind of chaos that would be because it's already in the dark. You know, saying
probably a lot of people died because of
panic and
you know, people probably got stomped too as they're trying to rush out of the building and whatnot,
trampled and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So now that being said, and once again, you know, not that I'm not making a joke, and I'm not trying to downplay people who lost their lives on that day. But the Eagles of Death Metal is a stupid fucking band, you know. and the reason I say that is because the lead singer Josh Homme or Josh Holm or whatever, however you want to fucking pronounce his name.
Right.
He's in a band called Queens of the Stone Age. He's in a band called Caius. He's an asshole, and I don't like his music. And I've felt this way before the fucking Paris attack.
Well, and here's the other thing too is like the president was at the soccer stadium, and there was a soccer game going on. The president was there. They were trying to actually go over there, and security they saw them coming, and they were like, "Fuck no!"
Because
those people actually because the president was there. They actually had guns on them, so they took those motherfuckers out before they even got into the stadium. So I mean, you know, it was a terrible day, but you know, there's something else that is coming to mind here, you know, and we do need to talk about with the Paris attacks is this whole stupid Syrian thing that people are talking about, and our president's taking a lot of flack for it. A lot of governors, I don't know if they're doing it because they don't want people to vote them out or what they're doing it for.
I mean, it is very political to say, oh, okay, well, my constituency doesn't want these people in our city, in our state or whatever, so we're not going to have them in our state.
Especially when governors can't do that under the Constitution.
Exactly. Okay, now that being said, there's people like, oh, well, you can't say. I mean, you can say whatever you want. You can
Exactly.
say, no, we don't want them here. Go right ahead. Okay, fine. That's. I'm glad you said that. Well, here's 300 refugees.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Now, and we were kind of, once again, this is sort of an extension of the conversation we're having for the podcast, but we're sharing this with you now. You know, I just don't like the idea of fast tracking people here. You know, there's already.
Well. Let me interrupt you there because here's the thing that, and this is why I think our country is becoming more stupid and we're becoming more like fucking morons because we don't educate ourselves. Here's the education that you need to know. First of all, refugees that come into our country, it usually takes them between a year and a half to come in. Syrian refugees, and I believe it's actually Iraqi refugees too, minimum of 2 years. Minimum of fucking 2 years. So wait. You're telling me that we have a problem with bringing these Syrians in, but it takes 2 years for us to do a complete and extensive background check on them. what's the issue here? You know what I mean? Like, I understand that. And here's another thing, Chris, that people don't know either. And I found this out the other day too, because one of my friends talked to a UN person. Not only do they have to go UN, federal, state, and local government just to make sure everything's good. Well, it's UN, the feds, and then, it's those three. If the person does not have a background, we can't figure out where he came from, what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. They don't come into this country. Because if we can't track your background, how do we know you're not a terrorist? So if we're doing that, we're doing an extensive background check that takes 2 years. By the way, if you have a medical condition, it takes longer than 2 years. Why are we even having this conversation? That's where where I get pissed off about this, because it's like, we don't educate ourselves. We see something on the fucking computer or TV or whatnot, and we go, oh, he's guilty, or oh, we don't want those fucking pieces of shit here. And you don't understand that we've done our due diligence. We've done what we need to do to make sure that these people coming in are legit, are not going to harm us, are not going to blow us up. And it's even more hilarious. And I don't know if you've seen this, but again, I've done my research. People, you need to do your fucking research before you make an opinion, okay? Because then you look like a fucking moron at the end of the day when you sit there and go, oh, I still don't want the refugees coming in. Well, you're a fucking idiot. So CNN did a study, and what they found out was 750,000, 750,000 refugees have come into this country since 9/11. 2 of those refugees have done a terrorist attack, the Boston bombings. Here's the problem with that. Those 2 refugees, they became radicalized after they came to the United States, not before. So, what terrorists have done something that were refugees?
No, I go just no. I definitely don't believe that. Oh, they're all terrorists. So there's terrorists lying in their, they're wolves in sheep's clothing. I don't believe that. I just, like, it's just one of those deals where, like, Jesus Christ, there's enough on our plate. We have to fucking, like, once again, if they do their due diligence, or, whoever's job is to investigate these people, does their due diligence, but, once again, as an ugly American or whatever, and, I don't know how records are kept in other countries, it is going to be hard. I'm assuming it's probably hard to, when I think refugee, I think people who are probably nomadic in the fucking first place, and probably, don't have a record.
Right.
So,
And don't get me wrong, I know another argument is,
this is a nation of immigrants, I know.
No. Like, on the other side, people are like, well, we can't even take care of our homeless, so why would we take care of these people? Like, I understand that, but at the same time, the United States of America is about doing what we can for others. That's what we've always been like. I mean, shit, all these fucking countries get so much fucking aid from us that they don't need it. And that's part of our fucking problem with our debt. Not to go on a little tangent here, but I mean, like, you sit here and say, well, we can't have refugees coming in from this certain country. Pretty soon it's going to be like, nobody can come into this country. And then we're not going to have anybody that's intelligent. And then not only that, now the question's going to be, why are we giving aid to said country? And you know what? I agree that right there, if you said to me, why are we giving aid to country East bumfuck out in this country in Africa, in this small, that has a fucking language, like, I mean, like, but seriously, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that I can get with. Yeah, why the fuck are we giving these countries aid? It should go, that right there should go through Congress every single time. Why are we giving this money to this country? Because of this. Okay, give me the details. We'll vote on it. The president can approve it like any other bill, and then they get the aid. It shouldn't just be like, oh, you're friends with us, so you know what, Chris, I'm gonna give you $1 million. No, I know you would love to have $1 million, but it's just like, no. So you understand, like, if we're gonna give a country $1 million, if we're gonna give, each of $1 million or something else, why can't we take refugees from a country?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So
the huddled masses yearning to be free. And speaking of aid, Charlie Sheen. No, that's horrible.
We're not going there.
Winning Tiger Blood.
AIDS Tiger Blood.
DNA. I got the Tiger Blood.
I got the diabetes.
The Tiger Blood was fucking tainted.
I got the diabetes.
Winning. So I just wanted to mention Charlie Sheen just because it was in the news and I have to mention it. So I think that's pretty much it. That's everything that's on my list. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
No. well, some minor things when I close out here, but other than that.
So with that, you can visit. Well, let's wrap it up.
That's what she said.
please visit twostrangersonepodcast.net, where you can find all things show related. First and foremost, you can find our iTunes page, where you can go back and listen to a little less than 3 years worth of pod. Now, the show's been on over 3 years, but the older episodes I'm taking offline and I'm putting them on our YouTube page, but I'll get to that in a second. You can go back and listen to older episodes of Two Strangers on Podcast, just about 3 years worth as of right now. You can follow us on Facebook. Once again, of course, we want your money. We need your money. But if you don't have money to give us, it just takes 2 seconds to share us on Facebook. Facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast, all spelled out. Like this episode, share this episode. We've been getting a lot of new likes, a lot of new views and stuff like that. And I love when I turn on my Facebook and it says, you have X amount of views, and I put episodes out, and when people view them, then it ends up on their timeline and other people view it, and it's so funny how it goes from 5 views to fucking a couple hundred views so quick, and then and like I said, at our peak, there were 95,000. The reach was 95,000. It's just the beauty and wonder of the internet. And of course, we're still getting constant downloads every day. I apologize once again for taking so long in between episodes. So once again, if when they say, what's the least I can do? The least you can do is share and like us on Facebook. Everyone on the fucking planet has a fucking Facebook. Share us, like this episode, like our page, facebook.com/twostrangersonepodcast. Share this episode. Share any of the links off of our Facebook page. If you want to reach out to us, which I should have checked before. If you want to reach out to us like our buddy Oscar used to, which Oscar, I still haven't heard from Oscar. I should be checking right now. You can write to us at twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com. Once again, all spelled out, twostrangersonepodcast@gmail.com. And I'm checking it right now as we record, which I should have done a long time ago. And I apologize as I stretch out. Okay. Oh, okay. No. So, once again, no new contact from Oscar.
You must have pissed him off.
No, remember they had that earthquake in Chile. So I'm once again, I hope he's okay. You can follow us on Twitter at Stranger Podcast. That's at Stranger Podcast. And once again, like I mentioned earlier, if you're on iTunes and you want to go back and listen to the oldest episodes, all the way back to our pilot, you can find them on YouTube. And I'm begging you, please, once again, you're talking about the minimum you could do. Please subscribe to us on Facebook. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, search for Two Strangers One Podcast. Jesus Christ, I'm already up to episode 100. I've uploaded 104 videos. And we should have a lot more subscribers than we do. But, so once again, it just takes 2 seconds. If you have an Android phone, if you have an Android phone, that means you have a Gmail account, which means you have a YouTube account, which means you can subscribe to us. Even if you never go on YouTube and you never, ever watch any video ever on YouTube, just take 2 seconds to subscribe to us. If worst comes to worst, we're another fucking blip on your fucking, subscriptions, link. And speaking of, if you have an Android phone, if you don't have an iPhone, an iPad, or iPod to download us on iTunes, you can use the Stitcher app. That's STITCHER. That's Stitcher app, STITCHER. It's a great app. And recently, since I don't have internet, I've been going, I'll go to the public library, and you put the option to listen to offline, and you go to listen later, and you can download all the episodes, or the most current episodes of every podcast. And the next time you head back into a Wi-Fi spot, it'll update your subscriptions. So it's kind of like iTunes for Android devices, and that's what I do. That's all the podcasts I listen to. I listen, Chris Hardwick's The Nerdist, Kevin Smith's Smodcast. I don't listen to Mark Maron, but you can subscribe to him, Adam Carolla, and of course, Paul's other baby, the Toonami Faithful Podcast, is also available on Stitcher. So you could check us out there. And like I said, you don't have to kill your data. You don't have to kill the battery on your phone. When you're in a Wi-Fi spot, download the episodes, listen to them later. And check out my Stranger Vlogs. I'm up to Stranger Vlog 25. And my most recent one, I did a Draw My Life, YouTube videos. So you can check it out. It's a little depressing. It's a little sad, but it's, it's truthful. And, and I recorded a new Stranger Vlog today, but I put out 4 episodes, then I put out a Stranger Vlog. That's kind of that's been my routine up to this point. So, check out the Stranger Vlogs. That's, Stranger Vlog, VLOG on YouTube. And like I said, I've done 25 episodes. I did one about 2 weeks ago or a week ago called Just Change the Oil. I think it's pretty funny. I thought that one would fucking take off a little bit more than it should. It shouldn't. It didn't take off as much as I wanted it to. I think it's fucking funny. If you're a person who owns a vehicle or has ever driven a vehicle and taken it to a mechanic, you could definitely relate. Check out Just Change the Oil, Stranger Vlog. I believe it was Stranger Vlog number 24, but you don't need to know that specifically. That's about it. I acquiesce the floor to you, sir.
All right, well, you can find me on Twitter. It's at Paul Pascrillo. You can find me on Instagram, instagram.com/Paul Pascrillo. I'll be posting more pictures because, guys, I have a lot of things to do, unfortunately. Chris can tell you. And, you can ask me questions, ask.fm/Paul Pascrillo. I have a lot of things that are coming up, hopefully. There should be some announcements on Nerdcore Absolution coming up, Volume 3, including the producer that I have on that album, who's going to be on it. Look for that kind of stuff in December. Check out geekyinc.com. I have a lot of stuff that I've posted up there. I'm posting a lot of music of nerdcore artists out there as it comes out and as I'm aware of it. So you guys should check that out. Make sure you follow at Geeky Inc. on Twitter, Geeky Inc. Productions on Facebook. Please do that for me because I need more followers and whatnot. Because I can't get this stuff out if you people don't follow. And
Ask FM.
For those of you, well, I just did say Ask FM. But
I'm sorry.
Are you sleepy?
I blanked out. I'm sorry. I'm coming down off my caffeine high.
We're going to have some Black Friday deals. So if I were you, I would keep an eye on Kadesh Flow's feed, and I would keep an eye on the Nerdcore Absolution Facebook and Twitter page because, well, there may be a way for you to buy those albums for cheap. So, and there might be a little benefit to We Are the Faithful on top of getting a discount on it as well. So I would suggest that you keep an eye out for that. So, not that I'm hinting anything.
So, and what before we recorded this episode, once again, me not having internet means I missed things on the internet. I had kind of did a unofficial reaction recording. I had watched the trailer to Warcraft and Gods of Egypt, two big nerdy movies coming out. So I'm going to put that audio in right now, and then we're going to end the show. So here we go.
Why are you a whore?
Why am I a whore? Let's see. Okay, here we go. We're going to YouTube right now, and we're going to record. Doing a reaction, podcast reaction. I have not seen the World of Warcraft trailer yet. World of Warcraft.
World of Cockcraft.
Genuine reaction trailer. That's how you spell trailer. Okay, here we go. World of Warcraft by Legendary. Put out 2 weeks ago. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Here we go. Clicking the trailer. The following preview has been approved for appropriate audiences. Okay, so we got the Universal logo, Legendary, which is done like the Matrix. Blizzard, of course Blizzard. When did they do a World of StarCraft? Universe of StarCraft. Okay, so cool. Griffin. Very Lord of the Rings-esque. I can feel it. So, okay, there's... Okay, cool looking orcs smashing the shit out of people. Because it's supposed to be all like super CGI. It looks good so far. It doesn't look like CGI, like bad CGI.
No, not really.
Yeah, another griffin. Okay, big giant horse wolf. I never played World of Warcraft.
Neither have
I knew life. The guy has pierced teeth. Okay, but because I know the game would suck up my life, and I can't afford to I have enough things sucking up my life.
Well, I'd like to actually get
what this looks like? Planet Hulk. This looks like what Planet Hulk should be. Okay, so to save our people. They should say if they ever wanted a Planet Hulk movie, just watch this. And I'm not stealing that opinion from anybody. I just popped in my head as I'm watching this. The human looks like what's his face? The guy that played Professor X. Is that him? Or am I just
Patrick Stewart?
No, not Patrick Stewart. The young Professor X. The kid from Wanted and
I don't know if he's in that.
Is it him? Or is it not him? Okay, so yeah, it looks like the Hulk. Like these orcs look like the Hulk. And it's pretty. It's fucking awesome CG. For some reason I thought it was going to be shitty looking. Okay, I get it. I'm interested. I'll watch it. Okay, now part 2 of this audio. Let's go to Gods of Egypt. Once again, I haven't seen the trailer. I have heard people saying like it's way too white to be Gods of Egypt, seeing that it takes place in North Africa. Okay, Gods of Egypt.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I don't know if I should.
Do not talk about my race selected.
From movie clip trailers or from Entertainment One UK. Are they both 2 minutes and 60 seconds? Let's go to Entertainment One UK. And there's already reaction. Summit, Lionsgate. Lionsgate is blowing up. Once again, another movie.
Well, you can thank Twilight for that.
fully made on fucking render farms and CGI. Okay, now this looks like CGI. This looks bad. This looks not bad, but I've seen better. This looks like George Lucas prequel trilogy style of CGI where you can't have Gerard Butler in another movie that's like, this is Sparta! Okay. This looks bad. It looks like it's filmed on a blue screen set. And, okay. And then we have, okay, I mean, you got it's not Cerberus. What's the name of the dog face god? Dog head god? Okay. And that guy looks like Ryan Reynolds, but I know it's not. Oh my god, this is like Resident Evil bad CGI. Like, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. And we can't have Gerard Butler. And then what's his face from Game of Thrones? Jaime Lannister guy. This looks like 300 and this looks like a 300 sequel. That's what it looks like. And I don't mean that as a compliment. Because they had the 300 prequel, which people said was shitty. Okay. This is so bad. Like, wow. Like, the guys, like, it's gods, big shiny metal gods, and they look like PlayStation 3 graphics. Okay, big giant cobras. So, cobras so big you could, okay, flame shooting cobras. Okay, that's interesting. And once again, gods of Egypt. They could have named this any other fucking thing. But calling it gods of Egypt is kind of an insult.
The cocks of Egypt.
Okay, so that is our reaction, or my reaction, my genuine first time reaction to Gods of Egypt and for the Warcraft movie. And yep, that's it. That was me reacting to those trailers for the movies. We certainly hope you guys enjoyed listening and had as much fun as we did recording. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers One Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Paul.
Don't be a stranger.
Peace. We're out.
Bye. You should be fapping
every single time you listen to this podcast. Get out.
Netflix and chill, bitch.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking, are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a fucking movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know, you're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his comic books, heavy metal, video games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I
and
will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.